Go.
Hello beautiful people. Now we're making a video where we're gonna interview each other. Mrs. Sunshine, Petter, our new friend from Gotland. He also has a video or a channel. We'll put the link in the description. And we'll do an interview thing. Triple interview.
Okay, let's start.
You're interviewing, so you...
Okay, I'm interviewing. Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Sunshine, interviewing. So, I have a question for you, Petter. You're our new friend. Tell us a little something about your YouTube channels.
Yeah, I have like two channels. It's Ture aka MK5. It's my rap music I do on it, and also I have a more like a hobby project channel, which is going better, but it's very little. I'm very little right now, but it's all fine. And I put like all this stuff, like political, and like music also, and like everything, anything I like.
Yeah. That's nice.
Nice, so current affairs, things going on in the world. Nice.
Yes.
Anyone else, the next question? Good beginning, guys.
I can take it and ask you a question.
Okay.
How's your life going? What's your goal with your channel?
My channel, my life, my goals. Oof, okay. My channel is going well, I feel like. Although I haven't made a video yet since we've been to Gotland in the past 4 or 5 days. I feel like my channel's, the purpose, the reason for my channel, the goal, is to reach out to as many people as I manage to and help inspire people in being themselves, to become more free and accepting of who we are as we are, and just to free ourselves from judgments and the shackles and the things that we feel that we have to do. And you know, I just want to free us from all of these restrictions and beliefs about how we perceive that we must or should or blah 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 blah, and just to really find the core of our true selves and who we are, and be free to share that with the world without judging ourselves. That's my kind of idea, my inspiration.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
No. I want to ask you the same question. How's your life going? What's the inspiration and the purpose of your channel, Mr. Nature?
My life is going amazing. Every day just keeps getting better and better. And the purpose of my channel is just to inspire people to be themselves. To be able to express yourself no matter what other people think. You are you, and there's no denying it. The more you resist it, the more it will get annoying. If you just are yourself, you don't care what other people think, then it will spread. Your aura, your presence will be enjoyable because you're not trying to change it depending on other people. So I just want people to be themselves, find freedom, find peace, find inner peace. And while doing it, I just want to share my thoughts, and I will do whatever I want, whenever I want. That's what I'm doing.
Amazing! There's the wall, everyone.
So right now we're drinking.
Right now we're drinking. Woohoo!
Hard drugs.
Yeah, it's Friday and we're drinking. Because at some point we were learning about how if you wish to lead the people, then first you must learn to follow. First you must learn and understand the people you wish to lead. If you want to be a leader, if you perceive yourself somebody who could be in a position of power, not to control others, but to help, to be the spokesman on behalf of the people of the land, first you must learn about those people. You got to know the people that you're going to guide and help. Otherwise, how could you do any good for those people without knowing who they are and what their desires and wishes are in this reality?
I can take it.
You want to take the camera?
Petter, what's your advice? You said something to me earlier, but to young people.
Oh my God, I don't know. I think read more.
Read more.
Yeah, read books. Don't just fuck the internet, phones and stuff, and just go and read books. Like that's the
Back to basics.
Yeah,
Back to basics.
I love that advice. Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay, I'm going to take off my hoodie. It's hot. Nicely sunny.
We're having a fun interview on a hill in Gotland, next to the wall. Do you have some questions? You want to take the phone or?
I will try.
You will try. That's the best we can do. We can always try.
Give it our best, guys.
So what's your, maybe you just asked that, what's your plans for the future, like the future for your channel? What kind of goals do you want to achieve?
The biggest goal I want to achieve is, like, the main end goal is probably to build a really nice eco-village. Where all of us can just chill. All the conscious people, where we love and peace, and we're not going to judge each other. And people can be naked, someone can be barefoot. There's no limited belief systems. And the schools and stuff are really positive and freedom. And we grow our own food,
really
and we
nice.
have solar panels and stuff like this. Not relying on the government. Living with nature, not against nature.
Yeah.
Like sustainable also.
Yeah.
So what's your plan?
Something similar.
Yeah.
I like the idea of, oh, my new bracelet fell off. We got given these bracelets from a lovely lady that was asking for money outside of the alcohol shop.
I gave her
So
2
nice.
crowns. Cut out.
We're back. It cut out. We're a bit drunk. Excuse us.
I'm a bit drunk.
We were talking about the vision, the bracelets also, and the kind of goal of one day basically reaching a sustainable state where we're not dependent or relying upon anybody else to fulfill our needs. If we raise enough money, for example, to be able to buy a piece of the land, then it's my land, I own it, I have my name in the paper, because I had the money. But then being able to free that land, because it's my choice. Once it's my land, I can choose to do what I want with it. So creating a space of freedom where anyone can come, and we have a garden that's growing enough food that everyone can eat from that garden, and also maybe we'll have some animals and we have our own milk and cheese if we want to have our own milk and cheese, and just having a space where people can just come and feel at peace. That would be my dream. To
Really nice.
raise some money to
Really
do
nice.
this.
Yeah.
I also have another idea, is that I would like to make a retreat, like a therapy place for like addiction and hard addictions and people like this, where you take psychedelics like with a shaman, but like more mainstream almost, like it's more like a psychiatry, but more old school, like shamans, like using nature to heal people's mind, not using pills and stuff like this, and guide them through it, because some people, they can take psychedelics and it can break them, but if you have a guide or a shaman or something with you, it can be much easier guided through the hard parts of the trip and stuff like this.
Yeah.
So I would like a psychedelic retreat. That would be cool.
Yeah, I can try like to say something too. Like we need to like have a place of our own where we can do what we like, and like we could be like politically we could do like stuff to like start like moving in a direct direction that we like making like have in the USA, like cannabis nuns, and we could like do things like that, and
Starting movements.
yeah, starting movements, and like just moving politically where we like, and where it should be. Like we are just tired of this distraction, like the modern society, like everything is just insane, everything is just going in an insane direction. We need to like start transforming ourselves, and like also like start with yourself and find yourself, and then start moving other people's in the same direction.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we all want to do, I think.
Yeah.
Start movements for sure.
Yeah. Since today when we met Petter, a friend now, was at first a fan, we posted a video, hey, we're in Gotland, and somebody got in contact through Mr. Nature's channel being big enough to have enough following, and meeting Petter and having conversations and stuff helped us all realise the significance of first helping yourself before you try to help anybody else. Because if you are still within yourself a bit unsure of things, then the things that you say will only create confusion in a way. First, working on us and resolving all the things, like from my perspective, I still have things that I haven't fully figured out and I'm still working on stuff, so you know, I'm still on my journey. But for example, Mr. Nature, I feel he's reached a point where he really knows himself and knows all, even if at times he's not feeling 100%. He doesn't identify with his thoughts so much that they bother him. Like, I feel sometimes attacked by my own mind. Ugh. And this is nice that Mr. Nature has reached a state where he feels like he's helped himself, so he no longer has the necessity to work on his own things. Like, yeah, of course there will still be things that come up and we still are always progressing towards our truest selves and working on things, overcoming the obstacles, the challenges. But once you've mastered your identity, your being, then you are ready to really help others. Okay, I got this shit down. Do you need some help? How can I help? How can I help? And now we're almost all of us in that state of being able to help others. And once we, all of us, reach a state of fulfilled within ourselves and can help one another, then is the goal eventually that everyone will feel peace within, inner peace, and then collectively we can create heaven on earth, really the most beautiful sacred space where everyone feels honoured and respected and loved, and people listen to them, and we're all in it together with one another, helping each other rather than competing against one another, and holding each other's hands in this crazy life that we lead here on this planet.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but I also think like we are drinking alcohol and we're doing, not me, but people around me, and are doing much drugs. And I think we're doing drugs because of the fact that it's our social behavior and behaviorism. It's like, it's fucked up. It's like, that's why we need something. It's like, if we just treat each other better and like, being true to oneself and true to one another, and also like spending our time like encourage each other. Like,
Yeah.
I think we don't need this. We really don't need this. But as long as drugs, and when it comes to drugs, I think in the same way. But I also think like you should be able to do whatever you like, and no one can say like, oh, why are you doing that or this, or fuck it.
If
Just
it's to yourself,
do
it's,
what you
yeah.
like. Do what you like.
For sure. It's becoming more and more like that. I think wanting to get high is a natural.
Sorry.
They're modifying the genes of food. They're changing literally the DNA strains of the food so they can grow in different climates. That's literally playing God, not being God. It's playing God. Like you're trying to change things to a better thing that they already are, and everything's already nature and amazing. So if everybody was eating the right food and using the right plants, then using medicines or drugs would be a natural thing. But right now people are getting addicted and it's breaking them and it's causing pain to their minds. It's mostly because the government wants you to use all of these things. That's why we have all this shit in our food, and it's legal to have this shit in our food.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah,
That's my opinion.
Insane. It's insane.
It's crazy.
You have something to say, my love?
Imagine a world where nature was legal and poisoning people wasn't legal. Imagine a world where your leaders wanted what's best for you, where the person in charge was somebody you actually felt like has the right to be a leader. What they have to say is relevant, and it's really a great idea, and the general population support it.
It's genuine.
It's genuine, it's truth. It's somebody being like, hey, I admit we're fucked up a lot, so let's take what we've got and not beat ourselves up about the mistakes we've made, but just go from here in how can we improve the situation and be super honest. Okay, there's debt, there's this, there's that. Here's my idea of how we could work towards a resolution. How do you all feel about that? And really taking the people's opinion on, and not just saying, I think it's like this, I'm going to pass this law and you'll have to deal with it because I'm in charge. Instead, really connecting with the people who you are the leader for, because ultimately the leader is like the spokesperson for the general public. So therefore, in Sweden, it may be different to in Poland or in another country, but more genuine, honest, truthful, nature is not illegal and poisons are not the thing that's suggested for us.
Where money is not the focus.
Yeah, where money isn't the focus, where benefiting our well-being is the thing at the core of what's happening. It's not so difficult to imagine, no?
No.
It's like, it's insane what we're put up to, like, all these leaders and all these lies that we are following, like, we are like starting wars in other countries, and like, and we're just sitting here like, what the fuck?
No one's really saying anything.
How can we tolerate this state of being? Like, how is it possible that we actually live like this? It's totally insane, and I think like people need to wake up and realize how insane it is, and from there start building up themselves and like starting. I don't know. We need to make some difference, and I hope just we can do this. From our channels, like at least at a very small, what do you say?
Scale.
Yeah, a small scale, exactly.
If you managed to help someone, then we started it.
It makes me think of our friend Daniel. If you follow this channel, you'll know Daniel. He once said something really beautiful. Imagine that every single one of us is water. We're all water, but we're each a drop in the ocean, and every single drop of water is somehow unique from the next. So ultimately we are oneness. We are the ocean, the water that makes up everything, but each one individual in as if a drop of water. So we each have a unique part to play in the overall
big picture.
Big picture, to grasp the humongousness of this whole reality. It's a big thing, but each one of us contributes to the overall thing. So if I, for example, reduce my own level of suffering, if I suffer a lot and I bring it down to not so much suffering in my day-to-day life, then I am at least a fraction, a percentage of the overall life on Earth. And if my suffering is reduced, then the overall suffering is reduced. If I focus on the most beautiful, positive, healing, beneficial for society and all people, not only myself, because ultimately what's beneficial for me is usually beneficial for all. I know, for example, that pharmaceutical drugs filled with harsh chemicals that are not benefiting me in any way are not beneficial for me, and I don't use these things, then hopefully that reflects in a slightly lesser percentage of people who are contributing to this continuing. Because if we contribute to it, if we keep buying the bullshit, then they keep selling the bullshit. The less that we put up with it, the less it will continue. If they don't have a selling point, they cannot sell the lies, because nobody's buying it anymore. And that's what we need to reach towards, that nobody is listening to the bullshit, nobody's buying into the bullcrap. We know our truth when we stand strong within our power, because we're powerful, and they take away our freedom and our power because we allow them that right, that choice. Okay, I give my power over to you, then I am powerless. And if I regain my power, I step into my power, no, you don't control me. I make my choices and I choose what's best for me. And every person does this. Imagine the world we'd live in.
Would be amazing.
Be different, for sure. I hope.
Yeah, I just hope at some point people will start to like wake up, and I also have my like sins, or like being too much into the system, but I don't. At some point also there's about what we can do. It's not only what I can do, it's also like, but how we're gonna reach there, I don't know, but it's like we need to stop feeding ourselves with this shit that we are up to.
Change is coming.
Yeah, I hope so.
This has been nice.
It's been
Do we want to
scary.
cheers to it or something?
Sorry?
I feel finished with my speech at least.
You feel finished with your speech. You have more to say?
I don't know, I just maybe we should keep to the interviews. And
Oh, yeah.
Like
The phone died! God damn it.
oh.
But that's a video.